Voting to bypass to Dhaka 17 constituency is underway. The voting began at 8 a.m. and will continue till 4 p.m. in 124 polling stations in Dhaka 17 without any break. Dhaka 17 constituency encompasses at Gulshan, Bonani, Bhashantek Thanas and cantonment areas. Voting is being held in ballot in this constituency. A total of 3,25,205 people are eligible voters. Of them, the number of women voters is 1,53,580. The Election Commission's EC is observing the polls through CCTV cameras from the control room in Dhaka. 8 persons are contesting the elections. Ruling Awami League's candidate is Mohammad Ali Arafat Shikdar, Anisur Rahman of Jatiyo Party, Qazi MD Rashidul Hassan of Jakir Party, Sheikh Habibur Rahman of Trinamool BNP, MD Rezaul Islam Shopon of Bangladesh Congress and MD Akbar Hussain of Bangladesh Sanshrik Mukti Jot. Independent candidates are MD Ashraful Alam alias Hiro Alam and MD Tariqul Islam. Voting is underway in the 78 local government bodies across the country. The voting began at 8 a.m. and will continue till 4 p.m. without any break. General elections or elections for all positions will be held in 39. In 7 of them, municipalities, votes are being held in EVMs in general elections. Voting underway in Bandorbaria and Pirojpur and Chanargarh of Chandpur and Debiwar of Kumilla, Bonopul of Joshore, Dohajari of Chattogram, Goshairghat of Shariatpur and Tarash of Shirajpur. Besides, by-elections are being held for councillor posts in Mukshudpur of Gopalganj, Jamalpur of Jamalpur and Domar of Nilphamari. By-election for the post of vice chairman of Upazila Parishad are being held in Bekha of Rajshahi and Shandip Upazila of Chattogram. Besides, 66 union parishad elections are being held. Of these, 29 are general and 37 are by-elections. Meanwhile, import and export are closed today on the occasion of Benapol municipality elections. The Election Commission EC is observing the Dhaka 17 by polls and elections of Pirojpur, Bandoria and Joshore's Benapol municipality through CCTV cameras today from the control room in Dhaka. The Election Commission has been setting up 1,050 CCTV cameras, including 853 for Dhaka 17 constituency, to monitor the elections. Chief Election Commissioner Qazi Habibur Awad, Election Commissioners Brigadier General Retired Ahsan Habib Khan, Rashida Sultana, MD Anisur Rahman, Additional Secretary Ashok Kumar Debnath have been monitoring the poll scenes this morning. Election monitoring is being done by installing 2 CCTV cameras in each polling station. No untoward incident has been reported in the election so far. Dhaka Special Judge Court 10 awarded 10 years imprisonment to contractor G.K. Shamim in Money Laundering Act case. At the same time, 7 of his bodyguards have been jailed for 4 years. Judge Muhammad Nuzrul Islam announced the verdict around 12 noon. Earlier at 11 a.m., the accused, including J.K. Shamim, have been produced before the court. On June 15, after presenting the arguments of the state and the accused, the court decided to announce the verdict on June 25th. However, as the verdict was not ready on that day, today was the fixed day for the announcement of the verdict. Shamim was arrested from his home in Niketan on September 20, 2019. At that time, huge domestic and foreign money was seized from G.K. Shamim's, including FDR, worth of 200 crore taka, and a CID filed a charge sheet against G.K. Shamim and his 7 bodyguards in the court on August 4, 2020. In this case, on November 10, 2020, the court ordered to start the trial by forming charges against the accused. People from all walks of life have paid rich tribute to Bulbul Mohola-Nobish, famous musician of Shadhin Bangla Betar Kendra. Her body was brought in front of the central Shahid Minar at 11 a.m. After that, his last rites will be done at Shobuj Bagh Crematorium. Bulbul Mohola-Nobish breathed his last in the early hours of July 14th. Bulbul Mohola-Nobish was suffering from various diseases for a long time. She was also famous as a poet, writer, musician, dramatist, and reciters. Besides, she used to present various programs on art, literature, culture on television. The water bus that sank after being hit by a sand-laden bulkhead in the Burigonga River at Chodorghat in Dhaka has been recovered after about 9 hours. The diving team has so far recovered the bodies of 3 people in this accident, where 5 others were rescued alive. Police arrested 6 people from bulkhead in this accident. This water bus was recovered around 5:30 in the morning. Yesterday at around 8:30 p.m., the water bus is with passengers sank after being hit by a sand-laden bulkhead in the Burigonga River section of Talerghat in Keraniganj from Shyam Bazar in the capital. After the incident, some could swim to the shore. Later, rescue team recovered the bodies of 3 passengers. There were about 50 passengers in the water bus. The capital Dhaka is at risk due to the sea level rise. The city is going down to 1.5 centimeters in a year. In addition to that, Dhaka is going to vanish by 2100. The statistics of various organizations indicate this fear. Cities around the world are sinking due to the climate change. Constructions of buildings beyond its capacity, lowering of water level under the ground. The capital of Bangladesh is the 7th in this list. According to the report of World Economic Forum, 17% of the total land area of Bangladesh will be submerged in the Bay of Bengal by 2050. About 2 crore people are at risk at displacement. Moreover, within 2100, the existence of the capital Dhaka may disappear by drowning in seawater. According to the statistic of an international organization called Ecological Policy Nexus, water level in the Bay of Bengal is increasing by 8 millimeters per year. The height of the Bay of Bengal is increasing 10 times faster than other coastal regions of the world. It will have a far-reaching impact on millions of people. Although the water of Darya and Dudhkuma rivers in Kurigam was flowing above the danger mark during last few days, today it is flowing below the danger level. Besides, the water has decreased in Tista of Lalmonirghat and in Jamuna of Sirajganj. Even though the water river in Kurigram started to decrease, in the suffering of the people of Chor and lower areas of the district has not been reduced, particularly as some Chor areas are standard. The crisis of drinking water has been emerged. They are also in trouble with the cattle. Meanwhile, even though the water in Lalmonirghat, Tista has receded, the threat of erosion is there. At least 13 government primary schools have been closed. So far, 60 metric tons of rice and dry food worth of 2,25,000 have been distributed. The water of Jamuna River has also decreased in Sirajganj. Panchgore has huge potential in the tea industry from 2005 to 2023. Tea production increased 13 times during the period. However, the tea farmers said if more tea factories were built in Panchgore, the farmers would get a fair price. On the advice of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, tea cultivation began in the plains of the Panchgore in 1999. Now, 12,079 hectares of land are being cultivated. Tea leaves are collected from the garden and taken into the factory. The process is done there in 2005 to 2006. The production in Panchgod district was 44,500 kg, and the price of which is 1 crore 20 lakhs. Now 1 crore 77 lakh 81,938 kg of tea is being produced annually, the market value of which is Taka 280 crore. However, the tea garden owners complain that the amount of tea produced in Panchgod district is not enough, so the farmers are not getting the fair price. Among the 10 districts of Khulna division, Joshore and Norail have the highest dengue rates. Besides, the number of the dengue patients is constantly increasing in the hospital. Doctors, public representatives and administrators say that prevention requires not only treatment but also public awareness. More than 500 people have been infected with dengue since the beginning of this year. In 10 districts of Khulna division, 100 are under treatment in the hospital. The health department claims that the hospitals of the department have adequate facilities for dengue treatment. However, they urge to destroy the sources of Aedes mosquitoes. Various measures have been taken in Khulna City Corporation to prevent dengue, says panel mayor. The United States wants to work with the Bangladesh to ensure safe repatriation of the stranded Rohingyas. Ambassador Peter Has, referring to the issue, said that the coordinated participation of the whole world is necessary in the repatriation. He said this while participating in DBC's new special program, Meet the Envoy. Referring to the rate of Bangladeshi students choosing the United States for higher education is increasing, he said, like the 8th most populous country in the world, the Bangladeshis should also be the 18th in terms of sending students to USA. Referring to the United States as the biggest development partner of Bangladesh, Peter has said that the United States wants to support the development of Bangladesh in the same way in the next 50 years. Peter has hopes that Bangladeshis hold the fair and peaceful action.
Very large assistance program here as a development partner, more than $200 a year, which makes Bangladesh our largest development partner in all of Asia. And we do things across the whole waterfront of activities. We do police training between the two of us as we exchange our views, and we make sure that we're each understood. Having Bangladeshi students study in the United States. You probably saw that last weekend we had another of our Super Fridays to make sure that we were able to interview all of the Bangladeshi students who want to study in the United States, and that Bangladesh is now the 13th largest sender of students, foreign sender of students to the United States. And we want to make sure that Bangladesh raises to at least 8th, because you're the 8th most populous country in the world. So you should send the 8th most students to the United States. Tremendous gratitude to Bangladesh for playing that role here. Second of all, the actual longer-term solution to this problem, there's at least 4 different elements to it. So it's a very broad, integrated approach, with the ultimate goal, as you said, of allowing these people to go back to their homes.